Welcome to Thoughts Can Change Your Life with me, Reverend Wolak. I'm here every day to talk with you, to have a conversation with you, to explore how we can create a greater life. And today in meditation, what really surfaced for me was the idea of how do we speak? How do we speak our truth in a world that is so argumentative? And what really resonated with me is the simple idea that sometimes speaking your truth is saying nothing. It's being in silence. And it's not necessarily an easy thing to do because our ego wants to be right, doesn't it? Our ego loves to be right. Our ego wants to argue. But then again, you come to the conclusion that when you're arguing, you've got to ask the question, who are you trying to convince? Normally, my belief is that when you argue, you're trying to convince yourself. And you say, well, what the hell do you mean? I said, if you truly know something, you say it once and you're done. Because if you're a wise individual, you understand that you're not going to change anyone's mind. I've never seen an argument ever where anyone's mind was changed in the argument. Here's how I like to do it. I like to plant a seed. I'll say what I want to say, plant it, and I move on. I just simply move on. And if the seed is going to grow, it will grow in its own time. People will get it in their own way if they want to. But if they don't want to, they're not going to get it. So that's why I talk about that sometimes when a situation is starting to be inflamed, it's becoming very emotional. When it becomes emotional, there's no possibility that change is going to happen. And so the best thing to do there is just not say anything. Because what you're doing is you're not adding fuel to the fire. Most of the time when we say things, we get into a discussion, an argument like that, the more we talk, the more we fuel the fire. And the more the fire gets bigger, the more the emotions go out of control. And if you've been in any type of relationship, family, friends, partner, whatever it is, you understand when the emotions get too big, it's over. Katie, bar the door, there's nothing you can do. And things might get said, and the way things get said might be in a way that it's just never going to serve you. Here's something better than worrying about what other people are thinking, what other people are saying, what other people are doing. I'm reading a book right now. The book is called Where Do We Come From? It's by a Russian scientist. And he's exploring the roots of where humanity came from. It's very interesting. And he talks about that when he went over to Tibet, where he believes civilization started based on science that he used by scientifically plotting the eyes of all humans and determining that the commonality, the eyes that are common to most, are the eyes of the Tibetan. And he has discerned through his science that that's where humanity started. So he went over there and he started talking with great deep lamas, and he came up with the idea that as he was talking with these lamas, that he got to better see, understand, know that there's things that we don't understand in any way, shape, or form. And there was a word called soham, S-O-H-M. And we finally got the meaning of the word. The meaning of the word is know thyself. And when you put that as the center of all of your attention, all that you're going to do, you might uncover that you have a power greater than anything you can imagine. In the book, they explore the idea that you have the power, if you really knew who you were, you could move things with your mind. You could communicate without words. Think about those possibilities. If you really knew who you were. But we've limited ourselves to thinking we are this flesh. We are this three-dimensional being. We are this body and we are this personality, when in retrospect, that's really not who we are. You know, who was it? Plato. When Plato was in Socrates, when they were looking at the existence of humankind and they were discussing it, they realized that the only truth that they could come up with is that they were an awareness. They were what? The I am. They were the witness, but they were not the body. They were not the mind. And they tried to express this, but that's very difficult for people to grasp. But if you sit back and you say to yourself, okay, who am I? Well, I'm this level of awareness. That's all I am. I'm aware. Therefore, I am. I am aware. Therefore, I am. That's when you say I am, it means I am aware. I'm aware I'm not the body, but I have a body to experience. I'm not the mind, but I have a mind to experience. It's really we can go really, really deep down a rabbit hole. But here, let me bring it back to today. Today is you have a body, you have a mind, you're here in physical form, you're in a 3D universe, you can feel, sense, and know things through your senses. And so my belief is that we're here to experience as much life as possible. And we do that uniquely as us, because we are unique. So you probably are saying, how do I know where my uniqueness is? That's why I'm offering that workshop tomorrow, the values determination process. In that, you will discover what is the 5 most important things in your life at this time and what makes you unique. If you're interested, I put the link there. It's in the description. Or go to agapespiritualcenter.com and sign up. It will be the best money you've ever invested. But not only that, it'll be the best time you've ever invested because you'll come away with clarity. That I promise. Silence. Lydia says, it makes sense. I miss being in the silent. Well, just shut up. How simple is that? Just shut up. You don't have to miss being in silent. It's real simple. Don't say anything. Stop talking. Here's a real key thing. Is it possible to be silent, really silent, if our mind is going a mile a minute? And I think that's where Lydia really wants to take this. Her mind is going all the time. And it's not her. It's everybody's mind is going all the time. And so how do you do that? The only way I know to do that is meditation. The only way I know to experience a deeper sense of silence is meditation. And then you can hear. You'll hear things that have been in front of you all your life. You'll get messages that you've been looking for all your life, and they've always been right in front of you. But because you've been chattering so much, your monkey mind's going so fast, you don't hear what's your next step. That's why in meditation, before I go into meditation, I simply make an intention that I am open to receive any wisdom that allows me to progress down my path toward a deeper level of awareness and experience of life itself. I literally set the conscious intention that I am open to receive the wisdom that is within me, not outside of me. It's not outside of me. It's within me because I'm part of that infinite. So silence can be the best way to communicate with someone, but maybe it's the best way to communicate with the infinite part of you by shutting up and letting the infinite speak to you, guide you, direct you. Let me tell you this, when you're in really deep silence, you're not judging or criticizing yourself. You're actually in a state of self-love. Because when we're there and we're criticizing ourselves, judging ourselves, saying we're not enough, we're not being very loving, are we? And guess what? If we can't love ourselves, we're going to be judging others. Just realize that if you're judging other people, you're doing that and more to yourself. Well, I'm just going to say thank you. You took the time to be here today. Share this message with others. That's the greatest gift you can give me, is to share this message. Because when you do, then more people might have the opportunity to question their lives. So again, if you're interested in the values workshop, the link is there. Go to Agape Spiritual Center. We'd love to see you tomorrow. It's going to be a small, and it's going to be an intimate workshop. So I say that with you. And I haven't said hi to all you people out there, but thank you for checking in. I'm so grateful. I see you out there. I see all of you out there. So go create a great day. And if no one tells you this, I will. I love you, and I accept you just like you are. Until tomorrow, aloha.